Hello my lovelies, it's Antoinette from Antoinette Intuitive Tarot and Jewellery. I was about to say interior designs then, that was one of my dreams many years ago. So today I was just going through some journaling in real time and I've broke the video up into two just so you don't have to go through a half-hour video of me sticking and writing. So this will be the bit where I fill in my journal after I've done my cards. So if you want to see the spread being pulled, that was in my other video, and this one will just be me filling in my journal. And the other video I also showed you, it was just me sticking the bits in. Sorry, I'm just peeking around inside. So this is my oracle page where I'll be writing up lots of space for my oracle page, and this is my week ahead tarot spread where I'll be writing in, and I've already put the cards I've pulled correspondences on there, which is little symbols and things that you can see. So I'm using the Visconti Tarot. I haven't used it before, it's my first time with the Marseille deck, and I have the guidebook to hand, which is tiny, and it is literally 4 pages for the entire deck of correspondences. And when I say, you know, this, that is it. That's all the write-up for chalices or cups. So I need pentacles, which is that one, and I need a page or a knave. So for this one, interestingly, so for this one, the Knave of Pentacles on this deck relates to student. So I am going to go ahead and write the word in because it comes with the book. So let me pull you down so you can see my spread. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and write in here student. Student of is the question. Student of what? So I'm going to put job. I am currently doing things with my house, so I'm going to write that in here as well, just as words for me to focus on. And I'll leave that there. Monday is night, and this one says it's professional. Okay, so I'm already now knowing that the page maybe, so perhaps the top card is resulting to job rather than health. So I'm going to go ahead and write professional. This I would normally associate with a swords card, so this is really weird for me. And I'm just going to put job on there for Monday. Interestingly, I have an interview at 2 p.m. So let's see. Now we're on to the chalices. So we have the 7 of chalices. Where are they? 7. So this is imagination and daydreams. Daydream about getting a job, maybe? So I'm going to write daydreams here, because that to me links to choices, which is what we know the RWS system more for. 7 of Cups, I do believe, choices. I've got the 6 of Cups, which is memories, simplicity and nostalgia. So nostalgia goes back to memories, so therefore I'm just going to write memories. I'm going to write simplify. The 10 of Swords. I think I'm going to lose my voice. 10 of Swords, where are you? Afflictions and tears. So I'm going to go with afflictions. Tears does not resonate with me. And I'm going to put end of, because it's a 10, we know in numerology, end of a difficult kind of mental period. So that means I've come to the end of a big learning phase, or some mental stresses are now going to be released. So I'm going to write that down there. And then we're back to the Pentacles. So I have 2 of Pentacles. Cheerfulness, enjoyment and play. Duality and balance also come to mind as my usuals for the number 2. So I'm going to write balance, which could link into enjoyment and play. I'm going to put playfulness, because that kind of, to me, that will remind me of everything that I've just read. So King of Pentacles is a patron. He's also a master. So I'm going to put mastery on here. So this person has mastered something. You know, they're king of their castle. I'm hoping that this is linking into work. So I'm hoping that my balance and playfulness will be work and home life on Friday. So I'm going to add this in. Balancing the two. Saturday, I'm hoping we're going to have some mastery of perhaps completing something in the home. I'm going to write completion next to it. So I'm going to put that on there. And then Sunday, we have 4 of chalices. So we have saturation. It does say boredom, saturation, but I think of stability. And usually there's a shake-up, so I'm just going to write that down as well, Sunday. So maybe a slight shake-up with stability or instability. It may be emotional. It may be that I watch a film that makes me cry. Yeah. Actually, I just read that one wrong. King of Pentacles. It's a merchant. I knew that didn't sound right. So I am going to write merchant on here. Sometimes when this card pops up, my dad comes round, so I'm also going to put an arrow there and I'm going to write dad. So it might be that my dad turns up unexpectedly, or in this case, I may be ready and expecting him and I may have cleaned. Okay, so that is my Tarot de Marseille. I can put those away. Then I have my oracle. So we have the rooted from the Witch's Samhain Oracle. The word rooted instantly to me brings towards the feelings of needing to ground or be grounded within your practices, or taking time to, you know, just be outside, be mindful of what you need. Instantly is the thoughts that come through. So I'm going to write up here. It's a card 34. So I always draw a little card shape. And I put the number in it. And then we're going to go with rooted. Okay. I'm not going to write what it says on that card because it doesn't really mean much to me. And then for my bottom one, it's grounding and centering. So I'm just going to do that. And these come with practices as well, spiritual practices inside. So that's why I've added that to this deck today. So we've got ground and center. There's no number on the card. So I'm just going to put that straight on here. Ground and center. I'm going to underline it as a special message. Okay, so let's have a quick peek in the books. So the rooted, luckily these are in alphabetical, so it's quite easy to see what's going on. Ritual, where are you? Rooted. You are being asked to dig deep in yourself. Maintain deep roots is how you pull yourself from the darkness. It's easy to get grounded or to do your spiritual practice when things are going well. It's an entirely different ballgame when you feel defeated and broken, but the darkest parts of your journey are when you need to be rooted most. So that's to prevent you from going up into your head, to prevent you spiraling off into, you know, negative thought processes. Don't give up when times are hard. Instead, find nourishment below the surface. Find your connection to your true self, your ancestors, your guides, and trust your instincts. Your situation is not hard so that you can give up. It is a call to surrender to your practice. The message is amplified if you have also pulled ancestors or crystals and herbs cards, which I haven't. And the reverse to this is if you've lost your way or you're feeling unsupported or entirely out of body, then being rooted is most important at this time. So to me, this is all about being grounded. So rooted. So I'm just going to write on here, grounded. And then my personal thoughts and reflections about this spread I will add in afterwards, because obviously there's only so much that we want to share, because it is personal at the end of the day, journaling. I'm going to write grounded, especially in hard times, okay? Be strong. When you feel you are against the flow. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the everyday witch oracle. Ground and centre. I'm not sure how this deck works. Let's see. Okay, so the cards are numbered, but I cannot see a number. So let's find where we find you. Ground and centre. So you must be an earth card, I'm guessing, because these are in elements. Ground and centre, page 26. I was right. So to ground and centre. Do something that grounds you. So it could be yoga, meditation, sitting outside under a tree hugging, figuring out what grounds you, doing some gardening, touching the soil. Breathing is always a good place to start. So if you need to ground, take 3 long slow breaths and let them out. Remember to feel the strength of the earth below as you breathe. We have a divination. Have you been feeling scattered and frantic? This card is a reminder to ground. That's really weird because I've been having that message a lot. So this is obviously reinforcing it for me. I do need to go outside today, and I plan to sit in the shed by the fire and read a book. Clear my head. Magic. So if you want to do the magic side of it, sit or stand on the ground with your feet firmly planted, outside if possible. Hold crystal in your hands in front of your core, near your belly button. So that'll be near your solar plexus chakra. Feel the strength of the earth element that formed it and take the strength into yourself, starting with your core and then moving down through your feet to connect with the ground below. Close your eyes and visualize yourself sending roots down into the ground. Imagine that the gods have left a message for you under the earth. What does it say? Be sure to thank the elements for its gifts. Okay, so that's ground and centre. So I've already put ground and centre on here, and I'm going to leave it there, and everything else I put in here now will become personal to me. And the only other thing I plan to do is something that's been people are calling tip-ins. So I have this compliment slip, telling me to have a good day, that I received, and I plan to stick it into my journal here with some washi tape, and then I've got a little space underneath, and I've got the other side of this to write on. So obviously I'm not going to stick it in just yet, but I have selected a gorgeous washi tape that I'm just going to use to put down the side there and put it in. And just in case anyone spotted the washi tapes in my other video and I didn't talk about them, these are the 3 that I used on my front page where I selected what's going on. So these are the ones I'm using. These 2 are really weird, the red ones. They are double-sided sticky tape. They're really thin. I thought that I had been ripped off, I'll be honest. And somebody said, no, maybe you lick them. So I licked them and tried to stick them into my journal, and they just came straight up. And I discovered that they are super thin, like really super thin, and you had to separate the layers, and then they were all pre-stuck. Whereas this one is your standard washi, already sticky on the side, and you just simply rip and stick. So I'll put some links to those into the descriptions when I find them, for those who are interested. And failing that, that's as much as I'm sharing today with my week ahead for the beginning of November the 1st through to next Saturday. There we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Give me a thumbs up if you did. I will try and do something with my other journal as well, but as you know, these things get done before I come round to doing them. So I just need a sip of tea a minute. So if you like this, let me know. If you journal or you journal differently or similarly, what's your favourite pens? Pens is a big subject at the moment. Everyone's talking about them. But let me know what you use downstairs, and we can always help to inspire other people. Okay? Thank you for joining me. Goodbye.